All right, I'm going to be doing the review of the 14U games this weekend, and then kind of the 14U in total. Again, this is just presuming I can't make it to these practices or we don't have them or whatever. It's for your benefit. So, again, what we're looking for at this age group is effective field goal percentage of, look, if it can get over 50%, that's great, but reality about 45% is a pretty good day. Turnover rate, about keep it less than 20. Offensive rebound percentage, kind of like at 30, if possible. Now, this first game was against a terrible team, Brooklyn basketball. So we probably want a little bit better than the numbers I just indicated. Let's give you an example. We did have a good effective field goal percentage of 52.5, which was good. Turnover rate against a team like this, I really want to keep under 15, but so 18%. It's a little bit more than I would like, and this is unfortunately becoming kind of a pattern with too many turnovers. Anyway, offensive rebound percentage is fair, 25%. Probably want a little bit better than that. To give you an idea of how poor the team was that we played, the opponent here had an effective field goal percentage of 28%, which is just beyond atrocious. We probably should have forced more turnovers, but basically they didn't turn the ball over because they just chucked it up from three and just couldn't make anything, and they were just awful. So the overall team stats were well in our favor. Wasn't too much of a game, but let's take a look at the box score. See what that looks like. Drilling it down a little bit. Gabe had it was 8 for 8 from the field, 16 points, pretty much all around the rim. Pretty good dominating performance. Just hung around the rim, took a couple of good passes, put the ball back. Very, very efficient. Pretty nice day. Did have 5 fouls, and that's becoming kind of a problem. Actually, he had 4, but 1 was assigned to him rather than Adi because of the double number 30s, and we have to deal with that one of these days, by the way. Because I have to then go in here and manually change this. You don't get the correct minutes here. They just can't keep wearing the same uniform. It's a disaster. Anyway, it was kind of a good Gabe day. Taj was okay, 4 for 10, 1 for 3 from 3. Harris did his thing. Isaac, just a pretty overall awful weekend, actually. He was 3 for 10, 0 of 5 from 3, not good. Ryan, okay. Griff was just awful. Just couldn't do anything. Mastando was Mastando. Mike was 3 for 5 from 3. Very, very nice. Had a couple layups also. Pretty nice day for him. Overall, very weak team, so not too surprised. So let's take a look at the Riverside Hawks game, which was, this is the type of game you're going to see in AAU at this age group. You play these teams that are really aggressive. They play 1-3-1. They trap. They jump all over the place. And the eye test was actually really. I thought the kids played really gutsy, especially in that second half. They kind of figured out where to pass the ball to get good shots. And as we go into the drill down, you'll see where all the scoring came from. Let's take a look at this. First of all, effective field goal percentage wasn't bad. It was 43% because when we did move the ball, we got some really good shots. We got some good wide open threes. We got a lot of layups. So once we stopped turning the ball over, we had a really nice day. And I have to say the turnover rate was not that bad at 22%. When you play against a team like that, that's trapping and pressing all over the place, you'd think that we turned the ball over a lot, but we really didn't. And I was telling Chris on the phone, sometimes the numbers just kind of reveal things that just your eye test can kind of get fooled. I mean, when you watch that game, all you see are all those turnovers, but it really wasn't that bad. I mean, they really had a pretty good game as far as the numbers go. 43% effective field goal percentage, not bad. 22% turnover rate, not the worst. Offensive rebounding percentage, very strong. So overall, I think they did a really, really nice job, actually, offensively. Problem was we really couldn't stop it from getting to the rim. Even that, I mean, the opponent only had a 43% effective field goal percentage as well. They had similar stats, 35%, but here was the deal, they never turned the ball over. We had 22% turnover rate and they had 7.9, and that will do it because it ends up getting more shots for them. And that's the bottom line. If you're both going to shoot the same percentage, one guy gets 10 more shots, you're just going to lose. And that's just what happened. But overall, I really didn't think it was that bad. Very, very gutsy play in the second half specifically. I thought they played better this game than they did in the first one, even though they won that one by 20. When you drill this down, the box score here, let's take a look at. You'll see the big hero here. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous, but Taj had 36 points, and not every one of them, but a good amount of them was he just flashed the high post against the 1-3-1. They got him the ball, and then he just took one dribble to the rim and scored. I mean, like the whole second half was ridiculous. And he also was 8 for 8 from the line. He played almost the whole game. You see, he had 31 minutes, and he was a freaking animal. And played within himself. Yeah, okay, he had 5 turnovers, but that's what's going to happen. If you're getting that many touches in the 1-3-1, you're just going to, against a team like that, you are going to turn it over sometimes. But overall, and this was a legendary performance by him. 0 for 3 from 3. Okay, whatever. But we just moved the ball, got it to him in the high post. He took one dribble and scored. And, he had some size on these kids. So I recall he must have had a few offensive rebounds. Yeah, 5 offensive rebounds. And thank God that he did, because the rest of this team, look at this. I mean, Harris was 0 for 3. John, 0 for 3. Isaac, he's just invisible the whole weekend. I mean, what is this? 2 for 7, 4 points, 0 for 3 from 3. Fennerly with a big 3 in the second half. Even he was okay. Griffo, again, couldn't do anything. Gabe just had foul trouble, apparently. 4 fouls pretty quickly. Adi couldn't get out of his own way. Well, I mean, it's a tough team for a kid like that to score against, if you want to know the truth. But Gabe, he's got to be on the court more than 20 minutes. He just has to. In a game like this, 4 for 8, they had no answer for him size-wise. I mean, if he were in there, I don't know what would have happened. Petey was, just all right. Mike had 2 threes. It seemed like he had more, but once he found that right spot, we get it to him. We got some good shots off. So I have to say that even though we lost by 11, overall, pretty nice performance actually, according to the numbers. Okay, so let's take a look at the report for like all the games. Let's do this. All season. So we're going to get all 4 games. We're going to select them all. And overall, the effective field goal percentage of the team is 38.3%. It's got to get up a little higher. It's got to get closer to, at least 40. It's got to run a little bit better offense. Just do a little bit better. But overall, not terrible. Turnover rate, a couple of games we did well, a couple of games not so well. Actually, I'm sorry, that was all the opponents. We were 44%, so we're okay effective field goal percentage wise. We like it to be over 45, but we're right in the ball game. Turnover rate a little high, as I was mentioning. Offensive rebound percentage is good, so overall not bad, but just got to get a little bit better, especially the turnover rate. Just can't stay over 20 for all that long. And if we can get the effective field goal percentage just a little bit better, we'll be okay. And you break this down by 2s and 3s. Our 3-point field goal percentage. Let's just take a look at this. This is for totals. We're 20 for 88 from 3. That is not good. The way you want to look at it is that you want to get at least 50% from your twos and 33% from your threes. I'd like to think this is an aberration and that we could do better than this, because you can't win like this. You have to be over 30. You got to be over 30% as a team. All right, at least. Like to be 33% from three, 50% from two, but okay. Now we break it by athlete over those 4 games. Kind of take a look. Let's rank them by effective field goal percentage first. Now, Ryan Fenley is ranked number 1, but that's a sample size thing. He's only got 10. And not surprisingly, Gabe and Taj are over 55%. Mike is 50%. He's above 50% because he is shooting decently from 3. 6 for 17 is not bad. Anything over 33% this age group is very reasonable. The problem is Mr. Well, it's not the problem, but we got Isaac going 2 for 18 from 3. It's just not going to work. And Griffo 1 for 7, and Adi 3 for 12. I mean, like, we just have the wrong guy taking threes. I mean, Taj is 2 for 10. Okay, he had that one good one where that, sent the game to overtime a few weeks ago, last week. But, Mike at 35% is, he'll get better. I mean, by the time he's in 11th grade, he'll probably be closer. Well, I don't know about 40. 40% is a good number. But if he can continually shoot 35% from 3 at this age group, that's plenty good. Again, anything over 33% is going to be good enough. To keep that effective field goal percentage at 50, you need 33% from 3 or 50% from 2. So we just got to do a little better our efficiency and have the right people taking threes. You need Isaac taking it to the rack. You can't have him taking. He just can't be doing it. I mean, look, we'll give him a couple of more weeks of sample size, but this is bad. He's got to embrace to get to the rim a little bit. That's pretty much it. I'm telling you, it's a pretty good job in that second game, I thought. Anyway, offense ran well enough to get these numbers. That's about it. I think that if you put a couple of based on that out of bounds plays, you'll get maybe a couple of free ones. They keep working on the offense and make some better shots, and maybe get Isaac to the rim. Won't hold it down so much, because all this other stuff, all these other random threes were just bad. And I wish John could do a little more offensively. That's just not his thing, I guess. All right, that'll do it for the 14U summary for April 4th.